You're listening to the GloucesterCast podcast, a production of Joey Shimataro and Good Morning Gloucester Media. Kick back, relax, and enjoy the show with your host, Joey Shimataro, and his crew of merry castaways. No piping plovers will be intentionally harmed in the production of this podcast.
Just like we rehearsed.
Yeah.
See that? Did you see how she gave it this one? Did you notice that?
People don't realize what happens behind the scenes.
We're all going to go down.
Finger she gave it with.
She didn't give the Mingy.
The Mingy.
Anybody that obviously anybody that's watching now is just getting on, but no one knows the stress level, and especially when my mother and my sister stopped blowing me up. Literally every single week, like 9 a.m. at 3 minutes of 9, when like I'm struggling to get everything situated so that we can go live right at 9. I always get blown
Guaranteed.
You need to tell Pat and Felicia we're going live at 8:30. It's like setting your alarm,
Good point.
earlier than you really need
That's
it.
an idea.
And they'll start
Yeah.
texting you at 8:25.
New
Right.
regime. That's brilliant.
From now on, 8:30
There you go.
next Sunday.
Problem solved.
Problem solved. That's the move.
Yeah. Or that the podcast has been canceled.
One of the
We wouldn't want that though.
So that's on your theme song.
Oh yeah, we got the new opening. Everybody shamed me into it.
Yeah.
I had the new one produced. I hope everybody liked it. The thing of it, there's one tweak I would make to it. It would be where it says "Buckle Up, Buttercup." I would have like 5 beats before that, because it starts right and it goes "Buckle Up, Buttercup," and then it goes in. But I do love it.
Yeah. We want to thank you, Joe, for recognizing the Merry Castaways.
The Merry Castaways.
Yes. I'm honored that I'm a Merry Castaway.
We got to do introductions right now. Pat Dalpiaz is on the keyboard.
Good morning, everybody.
Jim Capillo is the camera guy off the scene. Give us the fingers. Everyone. Give us the fingers, Jimmy.
All the digits.
Oh,
I still got all 5.
Geez, the women in the audience just got very excited. The numbers are going right through the roof. Chris McCarthy is with us.
Good morning, Gloucester. Happy birthday, Joe.
Thank you. Paul Horowitz is with us.
Morning, Gloucester.
I'm your host, Joey Shimataro. The camera's right there. Nicole Schraft is with us.
Good morning.
Jimmy Dalpiaz is off camera. Fingers. Give him the fingers, Jimmy.
Fingers. There you go.
There we go. Hello.
Oh, I think that Jimmy Capillo had a little bit more action on the twiddling. There's it was a little more higher frequency.
I'm not going there.
There was a higher frequency. There was a higher frequency with Jimmy Capillo. Well, it depends.
You better go back to the AARP videos.
Yeah. Maybe that's how you do it. Maybe the videos told Jimmy that's how you do it.
He learned something that we didn't know.
Slow and steady.
Slow and steady. Hey.
Yeah.
There's
Pat,
something
what's
about
going on
pace.
today, Pat?
There's something about pace. There's something about pace.
Or-
Anyway.
Maybe he has arthritis
We
too.
do have a new setup, so we're getting some feedback on the sound because I put a shout out asking people
great.
to let us know. So Brian says the sound is great. Thank you, Brian. She's our neighbor, so it's good to see you on board here.
Nice.
Mike Coder is checking in, wondering about snow. No, there's no snow.
No snow here, Mike.
He's still gone.
I
Good
think
morning,
he's come back
Lois.
tomorrow.
Good morning, Pat. Brian Pitcher says he loves you,
The
Joey.
Brian.
Oh, my boy.
Arlie Pett is checking in. We also heard from Brenda Grimes Davis. Ed Collard, your sister, Felicia, says, plan on my text. Joey Wood has already shared the podcast.
Oh.
Scotty Mac, the birthday boy.
No. And Scotty Mack is joining
Scotty
us.
Mack.
The birthday boy.
Happy
Yesterday.
birthday.
And his eyes are open.
And Paula Ryan
And you snuck that in on me yesterday, that birthday surprise.
I didn't think that you were going to. If I was a betting man, I would have lost a lot of money on
I
him
know.
showing up this morning.
Good morning. Good
Yeah.
morning. Gloucester, good morning.
Look at him.
Bright
Look at
eyed.
him. He is bright.
Bright-eyed and bushy-tailed.
Yeah.
He has hair in his head too. I see.
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
I took the Chris McCarthy app off my phone.
I totally fell for it.
This is fantastic.
Despite all the like.
Did you notice how I
Above it.
mysteriously
And
grew a goatee at the same time? I had a goatee.
Yep. Yep. Oh yeah, that should have been the tell.
That was the
That
tell.
should
Yeah.
have been the
Okay,
tell.
so starting back here, we can cross off the first 5 things.
Yeah.
Remember, we were going to
Flo
talk
says
about him
happy
for a while.
birthday to Scotty,
Hey Pat, great job.
but don't interrupt you.
No,
Oh.
I want you to.
Oh, okay.
Because I always, I feel like you never do it, and like I want to recognize our viewers that
I
are
know,
checking
yeah,
in with
me
us.
too,
I
I know.
love that. Thank you so much.
Well, she's a Mary Castaway. Now that you've recognized her,
Now she stepped
now
up her game.
she feels like she has ownership in this thing.
Scotty, how was your birthday?
I have to tell you, it was probably one of the best birthdays I've had in the past 10 years or so,
Whoa.
or more.
Whoa.
I usually work on my birthday. In the DJ industry, this time of year is usually very, very busy with Christmas parties and such. So it was nice to not have to do that. And I want to thank you all for the Bloody Marys and for the mimosas and the breakfast and the
Shout
ball
out.
busting.
In the ball
And the ball
busting.
busting.
And please share with our audience because they're very curious about what's in your cup.
Oh, this is straight up coffee from
All right.
Speedway.
Okay.
Speedway.
Speedway. I had to get here quick. It was nice and speedy, and
We
and,
appreciate that.
and I have to have my pumpkin spice latte creamer in this one.
Wow.
Oh.
Very nice. Shout out to Greg at the Crow's Nest and for
Oh,
making
yeah, man.
tremendous bloodies here.
Top notch on the bloody.
And
Oh, yeah.
also our buddy Dean Sala
Dean
at George's, who really the whole crew at George's stepped up. For the
came through with a
breakfast.
birthday muffin,
Yeah, the birthday muffin,
and,
too.
and I had a taste of a bushwhacker.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
That's right.
Oh, I
Yeah.
forgot about that.
What was the? Can
I
you describe the bushwhacker?
Yeah, it was. I guess it was some sort of a frozen drink because it was a cold.
Yeah.
It was leftover, and they put it in a shot. And he said it was a bushwhacker. And I'm not positive exactly the taste on it. It was similar
Was
to
it-
like a mudslide, I think.
Yeah, there's like Bailey's,
Yeah.
vanilla vodka.
There was definitely some Baileys in there.
Yeah,
I'd like to try that. someday.
Cream based.
it's pretty good.
We'll have to go back and try those.
Oh, look at what time it is.
Did you
Uh,
get
Wait.
your tree, Joe?
What's that?
what's that?
Did you get your
We
tree?
got the tree. The tree's awesome.
Was it wet?
But Nicole hasn't gotten her tree.
No, I'm
Not
not the
yet.
only one on the island with no tree yet.
Not yet.
I
It was
saw
pointed out
Nicole
to
yesterday.
me. I know, that was a little
Yeah.
surprise, right?
All right, so we got to go. I have to do this, Felicia. This is what Felicia wanted to do. So I got to go. I have to go to my text because we didn't have it in the show notes because it gets always comes in last second. So Felicia wants us to do this before Friday. She wants people to, I guess, message me privately on any way you can message me privately. To nominate local families in need with children that have been struggling and need their Christmas to be a little brighter. We will read their stories and pick the. I don't want to read names of people that may be struggling because you don't know if they want privacy. But she says we'll read their stories and pick the 5 top stories, and next Sunday we can announce the 5 family winners, and I will donate 5 gingerbread. We're gonna do this anonymously. I don't want to say names of people.
I don't think she means read
No,
it.
it's just
aloud.
I think
their
she
stories.
She will read
Story.
She'll
Share
read
the
She
story.
and Pat and
Okay.
behind the scenes people will read
Okay.
them and decide.
And we'll donate. She's going to donate 5 gingerbread man cookie kits, not a gingerbread house, gingerbread cookies with all the decorating and frosting items needed for 5 families.
Which are amazing. We used
That's
to buy
what-
those
oh,
for
that's
the
great.
Felicia's.
Yeah.
They're
Right,
amazing.
not the houses, but the cookies. And so, and she wants to make it very clear that she's not selling cookies.
Right.
This is a donation, and she's not selling cookies out of her house this year. This is an act of kindness for families in need, and she doesn't want to hear from the Board of Health.
Right.
So she's not, she is not selling these. This
Yes.
is just trying to be
Oh, that's
a
great.
nice thing.
That's a great idea, Felicia.
We have a great gift from my mom we announced it last week for people that subscribed. So 2 different prizes for 2 different things. For people that subscribed, my mother's fudge, and it's unbelievable. Just hold it. You can hold it up, Jim.
There's a piece missing. I tried it. It is very good.
Did that
What's
for my
this?
muffin yesterday too.
So there's that.
It's a tax.
And so
Tax.
we're gonna pick that. We'll pick it now,
Oh, that's a good idea.
and then so that we also have Nina Goodick, friend of the blog, Nina Goodick, Dogtown Common Babson Bowl donated as a prize. Jimmy, can you take it out? It's a ceramic.
Yeah.
She does
It's all
ceramic
tied
work.
up in there, so.
Don't worry about it. You don't have to do that. Okay, we're gonna pick right now. We're gonna pick the winner of the subscriber thing. Pat, you have the number.
There are 8.
8. Okay. So people that subscribed, we're gonna do this next week too. We'll have a different prize next week for people that
Good
subscribe. Let me just go to my app
And
here.
while he's doing that, Susan Casey Lipset comments that the bushwhacker was invented at a pub in St. Thomas, U.S. Virgin Islands.
Yes, it was
Let's go.
indeed.
Okay.
Let's go.
A lot of great drinks coming out of St. Thomas and St.
So
John.
1 to 8 it is?
Painkiller.
1 to 8.
Okay, the painkiller was
From St. John?
Yeah.
No, this
came
is
from
I think this is gonna work.
This is the subscriber fudge.
The fudge from Pat.
It wasn't Fox.
Number
the
6
research
is
It was-
Rogan.
Rogan.
It's
Rogan,
Soggy
whoever
Dog
subscribed
and
with the
Foxy,
next email Rogan, in the beginning part of it, you won my mother's fudge. You have to come down before to 95 East Main Street, Captain Joe and Sons, before next Sunday.
Is that Joe Rogan?
Joe Rogan. Maybe it's Joe Rogan.
I thought it was Mickey Seth. It's probably
Or Seth
Seth.
Rogan.
Seth Rogan?
Yeah.
So there's that.
That'd be
We
great.
got that going for us. So we have that. All right, let's settle in now.
Jesus, Joe. How much
Wow.
coffee did you have this
You're all
morning?
amped up.
Well, we have a new camera.
Nice.
New camera setup. We have a new mic. So what I'd like people to
Check.
if you do it right there, they're gonna blow people's ears.
Oh, I'm sorry, folks. Good morning.
But we'd like to hear if people can distinguish a difference in the audio from last week to this week. I would like to know. So if people can chime in on that.
And if we look better, because
Well,
you're using the new
Well,
camera.
the new camera, yeah. Well, we have different. So we have people in the back and here. So it's probably trying to find focus in between. So it won't be razor.
You want the fuzzy focus if you're going to try to look better.
The fuzzy focus.
Everybody looks great. I'm
Yes.
fuzzy right now.
So we're going to start. We're going right at the top of the list here. This is one of Nicole's topics.
Thank you, Kathy.
Hey, she's,
Sound is awesome.
sound is awesome. Great. So now cocaine.
Oh, well,
is,
hold on. No, wait. I don't like how you prefaced that.
Oh, this is my topic.
My topic. Somebody sent me a funny meme, and
Yeah.
I forwarded it to you when I
Thank
was
you,
away
Paul.
last weekend. Don't like.
Well,
All
we
right.
have a thread. So
Don't start with cocaine as Nicole's topic. That's not exactly how that went down. But all right, I did find the little meme, and it was funny. It was ironic.
Do you know what channel? Sorry. Selena?
Sent the link by email.
yeah. Did you email her the link that
Yeah.
I sent you?
There you
She
go.
says
she-
what channel?
Huh?
She says what channel?
What does
The
that
sound
mean?
is great, Ed Collard said, but you
Oh,
guys
yeah.
really
All
don't
she
look any
has to do
better
is click
except
on
for
that link.
Nicole.
Hold on.
What?
It's
Thank
not
you,
my
Ed.
phone. It's my
What did you
computer.
say? I missed that part.
The sound is great, but you guys really don't look any better except for Nicole.
Oh,
I'll go
yeah.
with that.
Thank you,
I'll go
Ed.
with that.
Yeah.
Very nice. Well, why don't you? So we started this thing this week with all the contributors, but we have a text thread because so when random ideas come in for show notes, we just add to this thread. And I'd appreciate if everybody just leaves the thread for topics so Pat can correlate them easily.
Yeah, Jimmy.
Scotty.
We're all in the principal's
Yes,
office right now.
It goes sideways every day. It goes sideways with random banter, and so it gets a little hard to boil it down. But so one of the first topic that came in, because this is how Pat correlated it.
Yeah.
Why don't you take it away, Nicole?
So I tried to go back and read about what Oregon passed, but they legalized what they called several hard drugs
Yeah,
in
I
small
saw that they had
doses.
done that. I was a little
And
shocked.
so cocaine is on the list of drugs that they've legalized in
Thank you, Kate.
Oregon, but Oregon being so environmentally conscious and whatnot still doesn't allow straws. So somebody had made a meme saying, so Oregon legalized cocaine this week, but you still can't use straws. And it said, that must be frustrating underneath it.
Oh,
which I thought was really funny.
yeah.
I thought that was pretty funny too.
They're from
Oh, I
the
get it.
bills, right? They have
Yeah.
to-
Oh no, but they outlawed plastic straws.
Right.
Right.
So you can use paper straws.
So there's a business opportunity. I mean, just custom
Custom
Yeah,
straws.
custom
Cocaine
cocaine
straws.
straw.
Companies
Yeah.
can put their business logo
You know.
on the straws. It'll be
Things
great.
go better
Oh,
with
Jesus.
Coke. You know, I don't know.
Good morning, Gloucesters.
So from what I understand, like a lot of people would like when they didn't legalize it. What they said was they changed how it's not prosecuted as a
It's
A
crime or
crime.
something like a felony or something
Right.
like that. You don't
Decriminalized.
They decriminalized possession of small amounts of the following
right.
hard drugs.
It's like
Thank you for
leaving
that
your
word.
it's like leaving your dog poop bag in somebody's mailbox. It's decriminalized.
As long as you don't set it on fire.
No, that's all.
Flavor bag again.
Speaking as the former fireman, right?
Yeah.
You did go to the Patriots game last week in a kind of a roundabout way.
Yeah. Yep.
Roundabout way.
So what was that like?
So we were down at Patriot Place just doing some holiday shopping and spent the night down there, but we had just happened to be right outside the gate, so you could hear like the announcing and whatnot inside the park and inside the stadium. And so we looked and it was like 5 minutes of 1, which you would never know because there were like 6 people in sight at the time, but you could hear them announcing the starting lineup and the national anthem and all the regular like pre-game festivities that they usually do. You could hear going on.
Were
But
there
it was
Minutemen
just
there with muskets?
so yeah, right.
Oh, wow.
So everything, but it was just so bizarre because right on the if you've been into Patriot Place, right by the Hall of Fame is the big like the logos on the grass. There's usually
Yeah,
miles
big
of
courtyard.
lines for everyone to get in and going up both flights of stairs and whatnot. And there were literally I turned around while listening to it. And there were 6 people, milling around holiday shopping, and that was it. But the whole game was going on as if it was like a normal
Wow.
1 o'clock
On
Sunday.
television,
Crazy.
you're thinking
Yeah.
that it's like because they pipe in the crowd noise.
Yeah, yep.
And it must have been very surreal.
Yeah, we could see them all warming up and see them all, running out. And they had the big inflatable helmet and the cannons still going off. Everything was happening, but there was
For TV.
nobody in sight. It was
Yeah.
the strangest thing. We could see the players were, 50 yards
They were
away from
trained.
us. And,
The amount
yeah, it
of
was
money.
just so weird, right?
The amount of money. So it shows you that these teams, like it is all about it's not all about, but they can still be viable because they're still awarding huge football contracts to players based on television money.
Right.
So
Did you
even
hear
if
crowd
they
noise?
don't have people in the stands,
You didn't hear any
I
crowd
didn't
noise
hear
like,
the-
like
yeah.
it's on TV.
No, I didn't hear
It's
the
on
crowd noise
TV a
over
few
here.
times. It's so loud, you
Yeah.
really think.
Yeah.
I mean, it did its job.
So you
Yeah.
think
Really
they just have a
think there's a
sound
crowd
guy at
there.
the mixer piping it
Yeah.
just TV, not in the stadium?
That's what it sounds like.
So you don't think that,
So you don't think the
that
players
hear it to get amped up if they do they catch a nice 40-yard pass or something or a touchdown?
Well, I
That's
think
not, right?
I think
Well, I
when
don't
you
know, I
played
didn't hear
your
that.
video, don't they play the typical music when they were running out on
Yeah,
the
they
field?
did all of that.
They did.
But I don't
Yeah.
know. I didn't know. So
Like
they did
Welcome
all
to the
that. But
Jungle and
during
Yeah,
the
Welcome to
game,
the
Scotty, I don't know. Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
know. I mean, we heard other music, I think. But after all that happened, we kind of went about our day, and then it was time for us to head home anyway. So
Yeah.
Nicole was
I don't
there
know,
for the
but
cheerleader tryouts. That's what it is.
Well, I
Yeah.
don't know if
that was
I think I
not
texted Zach.
chosen.
I did.
Unbelievably,
The
the unshowered baseball
yeah,
hat
the
look
link.
is
Send
not
him
what
the
they were
link
going
if you
for.
can. I forgot. I almost forgot.
I deleted.
Okay, that's all right. I'll get it.
Well,
So
and
we-
speaking of sports contracts, I know one of the other topics you had on there it was basketball. And LeBron, did you want to talk about the LeBron contract?
Well, LeBron James got an
Yeah.
extension.
Yeah.
And he's already pretty old. And- no, but he's still probably the best player in the NBA.
Yeah, yeah.
He got an extension of 2 more years at
Yeah,
$85 million.
right.
That's $42.5 million per year.
Yeah, that is
It's just
crazy.
double of your contract for Good Morning Gloucester, Jim.
Yeah.
Just double, yeah.
And when he gets to be 50, he can fight Mike Tyson.
And
Yeah,
how-
yeah, exactly.
And how does Brady only get 50 for the 2 year and LeBron gets 85?
Yeah,
Well, they only played so many
And
games.
it's the same 2 year contract, isn't it? Basically.
Yeah,
yeah.
but LeBron James is playing
A lot of
how many games? 80 games? I think an NBA season.
Yeah, there's a lot of games. You're
Yeah.
right. Yeah,
80
Okay.
games.
And LeBron's is probably guaranteed.
that's
Is
that.
Brady's full contract guaranteed?
I'm not sure.
We'll have to ask Zach.
Zach would know.
Zach would know.
Zach. So we got Zach. Selena's coming on.
Selena,
The
wow.
nurse from
Salem
Hospital ICU unit. She's going to talk about COVID stuff, and we have Zach from Minglewood Serenity Group coming
Yeah.
on to talk about all the different stuff that's happening on with them. A little bit later on, I have to send him the link. I thought I sent it him. I have to double check.
I'll check with him.
Also, So this week we went kind of all over the place this week. We had a great Cafe Sicilia. They really, we got some great pastries
God.
from them.
Yeah, fresh.
But I love we were in there and they were installing. I didn't realize what they were
Yeah, did you see
installing.
that?
I thought it was just like a regular sign, but
Yeah.
it's a digital sign,
High tech.
in the window, and it's the same aspect ratio. Now, for what people don't understand, may not know, because I know a lot of people don't. This is an aspect ratio. This dimension by this dimension is, or this dimension by this dimension is an aspect ratio.
Oh, thank you.
And so their sign is like this, and it's the same dimension as like an Instagram post,
Yeah.
or a Facebook Live post or something like that. It's in landscape mode, which is interesting to me, not like this. And I noticed what they have.
I know.
This is portrait.
we're just-
This is landscape.
Sometimes you don't
Did I
want to
say it the wrong way?
Sometimes we just let them go.
Yeah, sorry. All right, but I'm just trying to give you an idea what I'm talking about with aspect ratio.
Everybody can really see us all looking at each other going, what's he doing? Okay, go ahead.
So their sign is in the window like this, but it's also what they have on their social media is reflected on their sign
Nice.
digitally. I don't
Oh,
know how
that's
it
cool.
works, but it's very
Yeah.
the gadget guy in me is very
Yeah.
impressed by the technology.
Right. Well, and I don't know if you noticed, but it's both sides, not just the
Yeah.
window side.
So
But when
see
you're
the same
in-
thing on both sides.
Yes. Yeah. Well, and
was
I
in
think
there
you can
yesterday. I
actually
didn't
have
see
it.
anything.
You can like the menu was up
Bleary-eyed.
on the
No, I
inside
didn't.
part.
Yeah.
No, we had
Of
one
this
on
device.
site, brought some pastries, but
One
I didn't see the
conversation,
sign.
one conversation at a time.
So I think you actually can show two different images, which even makes it really
Very-
cool.
very
Very
cool.
cool.
What we want to say about them though is that they're doing like Christmas orders,
Yeah.
and they have a cutoff date. I forget what the cutoff date is, but we put it in
I think December 18th.
I think so.
Yeah.
But there's a whole menu. I'll link to it in the show notes. I'll go back in and link to it in the show notes. I know I did a post about it, but we'll do that as
Yeah.
well.
I got the regatta pie.
Regatta.
Oh, man,
The
is that
regatta
delicious.
pie for Thanksgiving, and I mean that's on the menu for Christmas. So, I mean, if you like regatta pie,
Not when you say it like that.
call now.
The audio level.
I thought I was gonna say.
Yeah,
I know. Why'd you
No,
put
you're-
me
no,
next to
you're
the
we're
mic?
Fleming
peeking, but we
regatta
don't want
pie.
it on in the shot. So there's that. You were disappointed because you went to the Causeway on
Yes.
Thursday because you heard that Thursday was Tripe Day at the Causeway,
Yeah,
and they were out.
they were out. I showed up at like 1:30, all excited to get tripe for dinner, and the guy looks at me. He goes, "We were sold out at 11:30." I'm like, "What?
That's breakfast.
You sold out at tripe at 11:30?" Now I thought I was the only tripe lover probably on this side of the hemisphere, and I'm like, who else likes tripe? Who else goes to the Causeway on Thursday and sells them out of tripe? I need to know who
So
those
you're
people
about to
are.
get some answers.
Yeah.
They cleaned you out.
If you're a tripe lover, let me know. Let me know
Chris wants to
because
start a club.
So did they say that if you put in an order ahead of time,
Yes.
they'll make sure they save you one?
they
How
said
do they prepare it?
I don't know. I'm assuming it's in their red sauce.
Yeah.
I smell a tripe fan page coming up for you.
I see t-shirts.
Yeah.
Tripe
T-shirts are
lovers-
gonna get ordered.
Tripe Lovers Anonymous.
Bumper stickers.
Tripe. It would probably be Tripe Lovers
He's
Anonymous.
gonna act like he wanted his tickets when he go to rock concerts.
Yeah.
He's gonna camp out in the little tents on the side of the road.
Yeah.
That's
Sounds like
what
a
you're gonna
Seinfeld
do to get
episode.
there.
And there's a place in Wakefield that has tripe on their menu 24/7. So the problem is when I go there with people, they won't let me order tripe because when they bring it out, there is that distinct smell of tripe permeating throughout the table, and my guests don't like that.
I love it.
So if you're a tripe lover-
I'm a fan. But so I'm curious: is there because tripe you can have fish tripe and cow or no? Or is it only
Cow
cow?
stomach.
Is it only cow?
I'm assuming it's cow
So I
stomach.
didn't know. I don't know if fish has tripe. I'm not sure. Well,
Yeah.
maybe one of our
Susan Lipsett.
Yeah, Susan. That's a question for Susan Lipsett.
Yeah,
I think you can get it from sheep stomach too.
sheep stomach.
Sheep, cow,
Oh, there you go.
cattle and
Yeah.
cows and sheep.
Nicole, it looks like you're getting sick over
I
there.
don't know. I found myself envisioning and thinking too deeply about it. Then I was like,
It's a good vegetarian dish.
So
Yeah.
At least it's
so-
not sweetbreads.
Oh, I love those
Right.
sweetbreads.
I love sweet. Do you know the problem with sweetbread is you start and you can't stop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's a difference. We talk about this every year, right around this time. There's a difference between sweet. What is it? Swedish sweetbread, nisu, and there's two different tribes. What is it? But they're basically the same thing. But
Same thing.
one calls it nisu, and the other one calls it.
Yeah, one's like Finnish or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
The nisu might be Finnish, but
think
the other
it's
one
Finnish.
calls it
Sweet?
something sweetbread.
Yeah.
And like you can't call. They get very offended if you
You
call.
don't want to order it.
Yeah, you don't want to order it the
way.
wrong way.
Yeah.
One of my former lobstermen, Tony Gross. You probably know Tony
Right,
Gross,
Tony,
of
yeah,
course,
yeah.
right? He would make one for us every year and
Mm.
deliver it.
You know Ross Franklin, the chef?
Yeah.
Yeah, his mother makes nisu bread.
Really?
A special order. You can call her.
Wow.
And I've gotten it in the past for friends that actually liked nisu bread. And I said, I got just the lady for you. But Ross's mother makes a very good nisu bread.
It's great. You slice it, you put the butter on it. It's
We're not talking
Okay.
bread.
We're talking.
We're
We're
something
talking
different
sheep brain.
here. Yeah. We're
Sweet breads.
We're talking.
I was talking about nisu.
Yeah. No.
Spinach.
Yeah.
No,
How
where
we
you
got
going
from
with this?
tripe,
No, no.
yeah, how
Yeah.
did we get?
We're talking gross foods like
Right.
tripe, like
Yeah.
Monkey
Lamb
monkey
brains?
brains.
Yeah.
Is this appropriate for an Oprah shout out?
maybe. Yeah.
Peter Tarantino says that tripe is the lining of a cow's stomach, and Susan adds that tripe can be from other ruminants like sheep, goat, or deer.
Yep.
And Joanne Wood is confirming for us that nisu is Finnish.
And what's the other one? What do they call the other one? That looks just like nisu, but they call it something else.
Okay, we'll see what.
So one of our readers can read that.
well, Joe, I know you
What about
love
Lanesvillians?
So the sweetbread that we were talking about is related to tripe. It's
the Portuguese sweetbread.
it's brain.
it can be brain. It can be other.
But they call it sweetbread.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's brain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
And it's,
interesting. I never heard of that.
Oh, it's very good.
There's a great French,
Monkey
classic
bread,
French
Andy
dish,
said?
dish with a lot of cream and everything on it.
Joey, I was with
Really
you
nice.
on the sweetbread. I was on the Portuguese.
I didn't know
sweetbread
where
with
you guys were going with that. But I know you're a seafood lover, and the last time we were out at a restaurant, you ordered 2 orders of Rocky Mountain oysters.
Mm.
I couldn't. He was going. I mean, it was nonstop. I couldn't believe how many oysters you ate. Rocky Mountain oysters, that is. Oh my God! I've never seen a guy eat so many.
Thank you, Susan.
Those are moose balls. Is that what the moose nuts? Seafood.
Susan updates us that sweetbreads are thymus glands. Thymus glands.
Which are in the
Anybody
brain.
know the proper pronunciation of that word?
That sounds good to me.
There you go. We'll go with that.
Okay.
Thymus.
Thank you, Susan.
But speaking of that,
Thank you,
we were
Paul.
at Cafe Sicilia, and they didn't have the spinjuni with the Sicilian pizza with the sardine paste and that sharp cheese. But you can order it.
Yeah, Sivinjuni.
Maybe. What time?
Selena's on it when we're ready for her.
Oh, okay, great. Oh, why don't we bring her in?
Okay.
Speaking of sardine pizza,
We won't have her on this monitor. We'll just have her over there.
Okay.
We won't be able to hear her either because we have the.
Oh.
So Pat, you're going to lead this discussion.
Oh boy. Okay.
Put the headphones on.
Let's see.
There we go.
oh, she's shaking. I disinfect.
No, that's
I would
bad voice.
disinfect those earpieces.
There we
Yeah, there
go.
is
Cauliflower.
Good on you, Mrs.
Protein
All right. Selena, can you hear us? Hi. How are you?
Is big.
We're a little. The sound is coming in and out a little bit from Selena.
It
Okay.
is.
Um,
No one else seems to be having a problem.
But she probably has horrible
maybe
reception down
it
there
could
in
be, yeah.
West
Yeah.
Gloucester.
So, what's going on? What are some updates for us
From the ICU.
from the ICU in Salem?
What's the current situation?
What's your current situation?
It's not too bad actually.
Not too bad.
We are filling up with COVID. But the plan is not to open another unit at this time. Awesome. We had done that last time. We're sending a ton of people into town straight from the emergency department.
Oh, okay. So she's saying it's not too bad right now. They're not going to open up another unit. Things are more or less under control, although the numbers are steady and rising a bit.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
now, Selena, has it become the reason that you're not overwhelmed in the ICU in Salem? Is that because you guys have a handle on how to treat it, and they don't feel like they need to put people in the ICU unit? And if she wants to turn her camera sideways, that'd be great too.
Oh yeah, very nice.
All right, let's see if I can get it to stay that way. I can't see anything now. I put my hand. To your question, we do have a better handle on treating it. For those who have it on the floors, we now do more what would be called like pulmonary toileting, so like lung exercises almost. We have them lay on their belly from day one. Of course, some people refuse that.
Give me the hint.
And they can end up in the ICU. And then, we have a better handle on other medications that are helpful. And so we're doing that kind of things more. So fewer people do need the ICU. But then again, we're also sending people straight from the emergency department straight to Boston instead of just keep filling us up and opening that second unit. They're just going straight to town.
Give me some insight. What's the best place to get a test right now? Like if you need a test rapidly, where's the best place to go get a test?
I honestly don't know. I know that there's a ton of places testing, and I know it seems to take forever. For us, if we do need a test, it's taking us like a week to even get scheduled for a test. And it's kind of frustrating because we're not allowed to work until we get those results.
Yeah.
So you would think there'd be a better way, but for some reason there's not.
I know there's that place up by the Market Basket in Danvers. They have it's like a drive-through or something.
Yeah, that's Mass General Danvers.
Yeah, I don't know how that's working out. I haven't had any feedback on that. Have you heard anything about that place?
I haven't heard anything, although Lindsay works in Mass General Danvers, so I don't know if she knows anything.
Is she with you?
She is.
Hi.
Hi, Lindsay.
I know that the site there at Mass General Danvers, you need referral from your doctor first. It's not like a free drive-through. You have to call your doctor and get some form of like a prescription almost to go and get the swab.
I wonder if that's new because I thought last week they had a big placard billboard on the street saying testing here, like a handwritten sign.
It is that, but you need. I'm pretty sure that you still need a
look at prescription.
Yeah.
We have a question from one of our listeners. Are the rapid tests accurate?
I would say they're as accurate as the others.
Just as accurate as the others. So there's no difference there.
Yeah.
So
and the tests are really as accurate as like it depends on how far you are in your infectious process. If you do have it, like let's say you have it or you've had an exposure, so you're like, oh my God, I know, Susie that I work with, has COVID. I'm going to go and get tested, and that test is negative. Well, you might still have it. You just you don't have enough live virus in you.
It didn't have the incubation period didn't kick in yet.
Exactly.
For it to show up. I getcha. Yeah. And wow, that's interesting. It doesn't seem like there's the hysteria surrounding it as there was.
Yeah, I think people are just kind of tired of it.
Yeah.
We're all so tired of it.
Yeah.
That was the question I had, Selena. What feels different with this particular surge than early on in March when this hit us? I'm just curious if there are any specific observations that you've made that again feel different now that we're in December versus March or April.
Yeah, I think people have a different like people in general, like non-medical field, or even maybe some medical field that are more in doctor's offices, not hospital people. They seem to think it's not that big of a deal. It's not this scary unknown thing anymore. Although it is very much still a scary unknown thing. We're doing our best to treat it. We know a little bit more, but it's still not like a cure. And it being a virus, you don't really have a cure. You have to just provide supportive treatment.
Right.
Although we know better what that supportive treatment is, it's still unknown, and it's scary to me in the way that patients who have COVID and are admitted to the hospital are completely alone. They're not allowed visitors.
Right.
We have a very limited visitor policy as it is. You're allowed, at Salem at least, you're allowed one visitor for the entire stay. It has to be the same person every time. And they're only allowed an hour a day, which is bad enough. But if you're a COVID patient, you are allowed 0 visitors.
Mm.
And
Do they
sad.
have access to iPads and stuff like that so that they're
We
not?
do.
Yeah,
We have iPads, and like if the patient is able, we can let them do it themselves. But if they're unable, and the family wants to FaceTime, or even Zoom, we're set up for Zoom now. We can Zoom with the family, so they can at least see their family member, even if the family member can't respond.
Now, there's this talk of a vaccine. Now, can you explain what? So we know that there's not a cure, right? Obviously, because it's a virus, just like a common,
Like the flu.
like a flu is a virus and a cold is a virus or whatever.
Yep.
So
Exactly.
and we've been dealing with the colds and flus for generations, and we know that there has been a tremendous amount of research on how to treat that, but there's no cure. So there's probably never going to be a cure for this. So what can you explain the difference between a vaccine and a cure?
Well, the vaccine could prevent you from getting it. So, but it wouldn't. It's more of a preventative measure as opposed to a cure. Would be like you have it, you take this medication. Like if you have pneumonia, you take antibiotics and it goes away. That would be like a cure. Whereas the vaccine, you would need to take it before you get the virus. So once you got it, the vaccine is too late.
When the vaccine becomes available, do you plan to take it?
I don't.
Wow, that's very interesting.
I'm apprehensive to say it because in order to get back to normalcy, we need a lot of people to say it. And I feel like if people know that people in the medical profession have no intention to take it, they'll be less likely to. But
oh my God, that's so scary to me.
Well,
I'm curious. So what's the reason why you wouldn't take it? Like, I don't want to get you in trouble, so maybe we should just stop it.
It's just, it's too soon. It's been so rushed.
Yeah.
What are the long-term effects? Are there long-term effects? Maybe not. And, I'm all for vaccines. I take the flu vaccine every year. I think they're great. But I also think it just needs more time because there's been no long-term studies. So what do we know? Yeah,
Wow.
I honestly would rather wear a mask.
I'll get you. Wow, that's very interesting.
I think the interesting thing, what's going to happen is there are going to be a lot of places that require, I think, people to be vaccinated. I mean, there's already talk about airlines requiring proof that you've been vaccinated in order to fly. So, it should be interesting to see where this goes and how it impacts your decision on whether to get vaccinated or not get
So
vaccinated.
just not testing, actual vaccination.
Actual vaccination. Yeah.
Wow, that's very interesting.
Yeah,
Yes.
like at my work, at my work now, the flu vaccine is mandatory. So if you want to work for Partners or Mass General Brigham, as they are now, you must have a flu vaccine every year, or you will be fired. So we're apprehensive that it will become that with the COVID vaccine.
That's very interesting. Anything else you want to add?
No, we're good.
Well,
I think.
Yeah, that's
Unless
awesome.
there's any other questions you guys have for me.
Pat, any questions? No one had any questions? Okay. All right. Selena, thank you so much for that update. Because I love the inside information, not rumors. This is what's happening in the ICU unit. And
Yep.
So I really appreciate you spending the time with us.
My pleasure.
Thank you, Selena.
Thank you, Selena.
Thank
Thank you.
Don't forget your masks,
We've got Zach
everyone.
on board as well.
All right.
So
What's that, Pat?
Zach is waiting in the wings as well.
All right, let's bring Zach on.
All righty. Here we go. Bringing
I
Zach.
feel bad you guys can't hear.
So for the viewers that are watching right now, if you don't see us making any sort of remarks or responses, it's because Joey's listening to the headphones on the caller in, and we're not privy to that information at the moment, so
There
we
we go.
can't really chime in.
There he
No,
is.
I'm sorry. Hey, Chris, why don't you take the segment?
What?
You take the segment.
I'm not
How do I
taking
make
this.
this,
What's that?
the single screen? How do I do that again?
Oh, you did.
Oh, right here. Is this it?
Hey, Zach. Zach, can you turn your camera sideways?
Monitor.
Is it this
It's
one
your-
right here, this middle one? Oh, this
Your
one.
head.
There you go.
Yeah, can you
Hey,
see
Zach.
the head, please?
I can't hear him though.
How's it
Oh,
going?
there you are. You're great. Can you turn your screen sideways, Zach?
They keep going upside down.
Oh yeah. All right. How's things going, buddy?
Good. How you guys doing?
We're doing great. We're doing great. We've been having great meals at your restaurants. Chris and I went to Maggie's Farm in the morning,
Yeah.
and then for wing night in the afternoon. And we're just loving the food you guys are putting out. Has just been top notch. Every one of the Serenity restaurants.
Yeah, and I ordered the sushi.
What's that?
I ordered the sushi. But Minglewood is now selling sushi for lunch, and we got some sushi on Wednesday. I
Yeah.
think it was when Zach first announced it. So if you're a sushi lover and you're in the mood for sushi during lunch, call Minglewood.
So they're doing lunch now.
Just sushi, just sushi takeout.
Oh.
Yeah, sushi takeout. So Zach, why don't you run through the new stuff that's happening?
Yeah. So during the off season, our hours change and we're not open for lunch Monday through Thursday, and we're just open lunch Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. But with gift card sales being a big thing during the month of December, and I mean I'm there all day anyway, and my sushi chef is there with me all day preparing for night service. We decided that we would do sushi takeout from 11:30 till 4. So you can order online, you can call, I'll be there. You can walk right in, I'll be. That's going to be Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. And then the regular menu Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, of course, and then the regular menu at night at 4. But in the meantime, people who are looking for some takeout for lunch, we'll have, in addition to the Little Red Rooster down the hallway, we'll have our sushi menu from 11:30 till 4.
11:30 to 4. You can order it online, but so you can. It's not just those days you'll have sushi. You have sushi like during the weekends as well, obviously.
Yes, we have the
Yeah.
sushi menu all the time, no matter what. But when we're not open for lunch on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, I decided to just do takeout sushi to go.
Yeah, it's brilliant because a lot of times in the winter when you guys shut down, and I pull into that parking lot on the lunchtime, and like I go and the doors lock. You're like, no, I want to get my Minglewood. But having sushi during the day in the middle of the week is a nice healthy option. Something that if you don't want a big greasy burger, you can get your sushi on. I want to nominate the Tuna King as my favorite sushi roll. Chris, what's your sushi go to at Minglewood?
I can't say it because it's not on the
that's
menu. Zach confirmed there is a button that the staff can press, but only Joe and I.
Joey and Chris button.
Yeah.
What are some of the other things?
The Gloucester roll.
Kate, that's Kate's favorite.
Yeah, the Gloucester roll.
What's your favorite go-to?
The Gloucester roll, but I used to love the firecracker roll, and that's off the menu now.
Oh.
So.
Nope.
Or no. Oh, darn you, Dean. You blew it. I'm going later for the firecracker roll.
So where can people see the menu for what sushi is available, Zach?
if you go to our website, mingleandharborside.com, if you just click out takeout and delivery, it's going to direct you to our menu through Chow Now. You can order online, you can pay online, you can even get it delivered if you choose the delivery option through Chow Now, which they use DoorDash. So it's the same system that we're used in Little Red Rooster, but it'll be under Minglewood Harborside. Or you can just call the restaurant and I'll be there, or you could just walk right in.
And you also extended the gift card deal, right?
Yep. So the gift card deal goes till December 23rd. So every 100 gets you a $20 gift card separate.
Free money.
Yeah.
Money. Yeah, it's a no-brainer.
Speaking of free money, I was visiting my friend Russ up in Georgetown, and he goes to the Spot. So I said, "Oh, we love the Serenity Group. Serenity Group owns the Spot in Georgetown." And I said, "Do you have the Serenity card?" He's like, "What are you talking about?"
Oh.
So I'm like, "Russ, you got to get the Serenity card because he goes to the Spot on a regular basis, much like we do Minglewood." So he said next time he goes there, he'll sign up. But again, just a reminder, if you don't have the Serenity card, you're silly.
Or the app, you can use the app.
Or the app.
Yeah,
that's what good point. It's all
actually
electronic
better.
now.
You could actually go on the app.
Yeah.
And you could share it through text message to Russ, so he doesn't have to go there.
Oh, a referral.
You may get points for that. I'm not sure.
Oh, a referral bonus.
But the thing about it is fantastic is because yesterday we got the email, right?
Yep.
When you have the Serenity rewards.
I love that part of it, getting the emails.
Did you see the email?
Yeah. I'm always looking for those.
So it's a crappy day yesterday. Email comes through, $10 free on your account. Come on in and get something.
Rainy day.
Rainy day
fund or whatever. Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah.
Oh, rainy day. Speaking of that, sorry, Zach, just to, go off on a tangent. The weathermen, come on, man. 3 to 6 here in Gloucester, there's nothing on the ground. I mean, you made Serenity Group post a $10 gift card because they thought it was going to be horrible out. I think they should be accountable, the weathermen.
They should pay.
Making $200,000 a year, telling me what the weather is, and they get it wrong all the time. If I was wrong in my business, I'd be fired.
All fired up. You're all fired up.
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you, it happens all the time. If you don't know what the weather's going to be, just tell us.
How do you really feel about this?
Yeah.
Bring back John Kent.
Yeah.
What grinds your gears, Chris?
And the technology just keeps getting better and better, but they're more wrong every time. I don't understand it.
So on on Friday, there was our friend Chris Donato, the superintendent at the Bass Rocks Golf Club, posted a thing that he saw 3 different weather maps with 3 different projections, 1 inch, 6 inches, and 9 inches.
Yeah.
And he's like, well,
what do I do?
What do I do?
Do I cover the greens? Do I not cover the greens? Do I go to Serenity Group and use my $10 gift? $10 off?
Go to Serenity
Yeah.
Group.
Go to the Serenity Group.
Oh, wait, we had a question for Zach, a sports-related question.
Yeah, what were we going to ask him?
Who was about? Oh, I think it was the. What did you think about? LeBron's extension, 2 years, $85 million extension for 2 years? LeBron.
Brady's contract is guaranteed.
And
That's right.
a 2-part question. And do you know if Tom Brady's contract is guaranteed?
So, I mean, you're killing me talking about LeBron James. You know how I feel about LeBron James, but probably the best money spent for the Lakers. I mean, to make $42 million is playing basketball absurd. But if you're going to spend it on somebody, I guess LeBron James would be the guy, even though he's the same age as me. So, Tom Brady. I mean, so not all contracts in football, but I don't know how much guaranteed deal when they sign. A portion of it will. I definitely think that he'll be a Buccaneer again next year. Don't think their coach will.
Right, Bruce Arians is probably going to be out. Just like, and they're very similar because they're both the GOAT, right? And they're both basically GMs dictating who the coach is going to be and and everything else. So it's interesting. Do you want to talk about Taj at all? How it's going over there and the different? And you had that kind of swap deal, right? With you kind of like incorporating some of the ingredients from Taj, the Indian restaurant where Alchemy used to be, into the Millwood menu and vice versa?
Yeah, so Taj, if those who are not familiar, Taj is our sister restaurant that up the street. Used to be it's in the Alchemy building. So we're doing Mashup Monday, where the manager and chef of Taj are taking ingredients from Minglewood, and myself and the chef of Minglewood are taking ingredients from Taj, and we're making like an Indian inspired chicken sandwich on Monday to sell at Minglewood. They're doing like an Indian version of basically they've been using our tater tots, which are phenomenal, and they make like an Indian inspired with our ingredients. So we're kind of switched up, keeping it different, and every Monday it'll be, a new version of that. And you can order on Taj the same exact way you do the online ordering at other restaurants in our group. Is you go to their website, you click takeout and delivery, and it's going to bring you right to Chow Now. That's the order online service, and then there's the DoorDash to get it delivered. So you don't need to leave your house.
Very cool, very cool. At Maggie's Farm, I loved that they had little things on the tables, like it was on a spike, and they had a picture of the QR code. So you could just open up your camera and put it on there, and the menu opens up, so you don't have to type it out, which I thought was really cool.
Yeah,
I like that. And Chris, you had a thing about the QR codes. You went to a restaurant where they had it on every napkin had it printed with the QR code.
Yeah, Kowloon's.
Kowloon's.
And I mean, you got to use a napkin, especially when you're eating Chinese food, and the QR code was right there. You just waved it over the napkin.
That's a great idea.
I thought it was a great
cutting edge with what they've been doing, like the driving. Anyway, Zach, anything else you want to add?
Do that right into the mic.
I'm losing the audio for Zach. Is he there?
I don't see any green bars on the.
Ground control to Mage is Zach.
I'm sorry, Zach. I'm not sure we're hearing you
got it.
well.
All of a sudden we lost
ground control.
Lord.
Just having a firecracker roll, evidently.
I don't know. We're going to have to say goodbye because I can't hear Zach at all. Anyway, I think everybody else heard the meat of what you had to say because I heard it on my headphones. We love you, man. Keep doing what you're doing. Get the Serenity app. I'll put the link in this. Can you get the link, Pat? And put it
there right now. Yeah.
Awesome. Thanks, Zach. Take care.
You, Zach.
You can take them off now, Pat?
Yep.
All right. There
Thanks,
you go.
Zach. Okay.
So we got that. Chris, I thought this is one of the best topics for the week. What? You take it away. This one right here. Spin the wheel.
Oh, spin the wheel.
Yeah.
I saw something on social media that got me thinking. So you are presented with an opportunity to spin a wheel, and there are only two
not
prizes.
A bottle, a wheel.
A what?
You can't spin the bottle. It's
Spin the bottle.
Okay.
Well, you could use the bottle too if that's what you're into, Paul.
I'd rather have a bottle in front of me than a frontal lobotomy.
Hey.
Oh, that's a good one.
I like that.
Attaboy.
So if there's only two prizes on the wheel, you can win $10 million or spend 10 years in prison with no chance of parole. Do you spin the wheel? 50% chance you're going to win 10 million or 50% chance you're going to Walpole.
10 million is so the parameters are 10 million is generational wealth because you can invest $10 million in the safest investment and have enough
And live off it.
and to live off of.
Yeah.
Even at the crappy safe
Generational
returns.
wealth. I like that term.
Generational wealth. So that's your
So is it
decision.
10 million plus or
10
it's
plus.
not 5 million?
No, because 5 million isn't really generational wealth,
Oh, shit.
right?
Okay. How about $10,000? No.
Well, no one's doing that. No, wait. So go ahead. It was your question. What would you do?
I
Does Minglewood deliver to Walpole?
Do they have tripe? Right?
yeah. I
They
mean,
probably do.
the thing is, if
There's no
you
serenity
the
there.
10-year prison, it's not like you get the 10 million when you get out.
That's right.
You know, so it's like
It's one or the other.
it's one or the other.
I'm a hard no.
I think I'm a pass.
Yeah, me
I'm hard
too.
no.
Or so if you're a pass, what is the right number? 100 million?
There's no right number for me.
I'm not losing
No,
10
right.
years.
10
See, I can't even win on a dollar scratch ticket, so I'm not going to spin that wheel either way.
How about on the other side, on the years in jail side?
Like if we're only one,
Okay.
only
5.
1 year.
Okay. Oh wait, no, that makes it interesting.
Yeah.
Okay,
Because
yeah.
for 10 years, I'm completely out. I think is everybody in agreement? Everybody's completely out on
Yeah.
on 10 on 10. 10
Out.
What is it? 5 million, 10 years, or 10 million?
10 years or 10
Or
years
10
or
10
10 million or 10 years.
Okay. Is everybody out?
For
You're out?
I'm taking the money because marriage is much like a prison anyway.
Oh,
Sorry, honey.
Let's edit. We can edit.
This is live.
Kids are his own.
Oh, we can't edit.
So Jim's the only one. So you would take the chance.
I would take the chance,
You
sure.
would take the chance.
Yeah, it's 50-50. Why not?
Well, you 50-50. The other way is you go to jail
going to
for 10
Walpole.
years and you don't get 10 million at the when you get out.
Right.
But you take that chance.
Yeah.
All right.
Sure.
That's
Why not?
all right.
Yeah.
There you go. So let's go. Let's go. So you said
The years in
down on
prison.
years. Down on years. I would say for 10 million.
Yeah.
No, it's going to be, so if it's 10 and
It's-
10, then it's going to be
it's
5
gonna
and
be
5.
five.
No. We're
No.
gonna keep
Stick
it.
with 10
We'll
million?
keep it at 10
Keep it
million.
Okay.
All right, and let's go around and say how you can say 0. I wouldn't do it, or how many years you would do. Good, we'll start with you.
Not doing it.
Still wouldn't do it.
Wow.
Still wouldn't do it.
5 years with chance of parole after 3.
All right. Wow. Okay.
And Minglewood.
10,
For
yeah.
good behavior.
5. So you
Oh,
do
well, now there's the catch.
That's good
That's
behavior.
not gonna work.
Yeah. Good luck with that.
Yeah.
Paul, where are you at?
0.
0 for you
Wow.
still. Scotty.
I still wouldn't spin for that for the time because
Really?
you could be a convicted felon,
You
and
can
when you
do
get
what?
out, you can't get a job.
You can say you don't need a job.
Those are a lot of
You can
assumptions.
say one.
Insane.
You can say 1 year.
Oh,
I mean, that's what we're saying.
Would you do it for 1 year?
I'm still not that lucky.
No?
No.
Gee.
For a year, probably. Yeah, I'd do a year.
10 million.
I could do a year.
There's no soap on a rope. I mean, you're thinking of too many assumptions. Like, oh my God, if I go in there.
Did I overthink this one?
Yes.
I think this is a great question. Where are you
Yeah,
at?
I don't know. I mean, it would be a family sit down conversation with
I'm
Thatcher.
spinning the wheel.
No, with
And
Thatcher and
yeah.
Finn
Somebody
would
else
have to
spinning
weigh
for me.
in on, how much the money will change their lives.
And if the three of
Versus-
them voted to send you away,
for $10.
There's a chance that you don't have to do any time.
Yeah, no, it would be a family
Oh, but there's
conversation.
also a
about-
chance that you could do a year and come out with nothing.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
Exactly.
There's no prize
Yeah,
at the
right.
end.
no, it's
You're
either-
not definitely getting paid at the end.
No.
Yeah.
Ooh, 50.
But you'd be able to write a book and make a movie out of it. So there would be
Where am
somebody.
I going? I mean, is it
Walpole,
Walpole, or am
yeah.
I going away with
Yeah.
Felicia or
Right.
Felicity Huffman
Does it work?
and where am I
Does it
going?
work release? I mean, is that part of it?
Jimmy.
You learn a ton.
You could put 50 million and 1 hour in jail, and I still would get the 1 hour in jail spent. I'm not that
You're
lucky,
out.
so I'm out.
Really?
We already know that Jimmy Capello would do it for 10 cents because he just wants to be out.
I
Yeah.
don't know about 10 cents. But
You pretty much said Patel 50.
Free sushi at Minglewood for life.
I would do a year.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think if I would do more than a year.
what's
Because
the difference? I mean, if you're in there for a year or 5,
Any comments,
it's a
Pat?
big difference.
Anyone
Not
chiming
on
in?
that
Because I
topic.
think
No?
you could come out and not be
Mike
completely
Pavazza,
fucked up.
Uncle Sam would be the only one to make money. That's a good consideration.
Say it again.
Uncle Sam would be the only one to make money.
Oh, on the taxes?
Yeah, I believe that's what he's referring
you
to.
still got to remember
Sorry,
that
Joe.
you don't have the money when you come out. So if you put that on the end of the 1 year or whatever you're picking, if you get the money at the end, then it changes the whole equation after that.
But you're not, but it was
I
one or the other.
understand, right? It's
Right.
either or.
I would think I would take the chance for 10 million for a year. Because 10 million, I guess it depends on how, we're doing it at our ages right now. If you
Yeah,
have this
and
opportunity
your
at
age-
25,
Your
No,
age
I'm out.
is a different thing.
I wouldn't do it when I
Yeah,
was younger.
Joey Foot says
You
he
would-
would spin.
this doesn't, okay, so I don't know if you understand the question. At 25, you got 10 million you could just, if you get it, you
Yeah,
can live the rest of your life and
That's the
never
most-
have to work.
That's the most important part of your life, though. I mean, now we're 1 foot in the grave.
Yeah,
Right.
your age at the time would make a difference. Joey Foot says he would spin.
He'd spend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have.
See?
I mean,
Good
my,
boy,
my
Joe.
kids are at the age
Back
where
me
I
up.
can't. That's a selfish decision, right? Or is
Right.
it selfish to not take the money? They love
Right.
the money, right? I don't know.
I mean,
But
they
yeah,
did.
20.
Sorry I brought it up.
That drift in to worry
Sorry,
about.
I brought it up.
Could you just say, what are we spinning again? Can you say that again? Say the word for me.
A bottle,
No.
a
say-
wheel.
This is the second week in a row. It was a Wheel of Fortune with the Beauport Hotel, and I was like, whale?
Wheel.
The whole time you were talking,
Wheel.
I was like,
whale.
the whale? And even now,
That's
I'm
right.
I thought I heard that too.
Like, yeah,
Spinning
he
a
doesn't
very
say
small
whale.
whale, right?
Wheel.
Say
Wheel. Wheel.
Wayne the postman comments that every day is more valuable than money.
That's right.
Oh, very nice.
There you go.
Very nice.
See,
It's a Hallmark movie.
that sounds very
we just
nice.
became a Hallmark
But
movie.
the freedom that it affords you in time is,
You win.
that is, I mean, me being down here at 4:00 in the morning every single day is not freedom. You know, but you could, if you had that time with your kids, I think that's to me, is more valuable than being at work every single day.
How
So,
many days you got?
Huh?
What's the countdown?
oh God, what is today? Today's
Today's
6th. Today's the 6th. So I got 25 days.
Oh, that's a good comment. Bruce Lane comments, depends on how much others need you in that 1
Yeah.
year or whatever amount of time.
Yeah, so I mean, family.
That's a good comment. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a consideration for sure.
Joe, I have a couple comments here. So Zach, he said the last thing I said was "Happy birthday, Scotty."
Oh, thank you, Zach.
Very nice.
And then Selena wanted to make sure that we understood that the reason it's not bad in Salem is because they're sending more people into Boston. And they've heard that the MGH ICU is filling up. So she didn't want people to think that it wasn't.
No, that's a
It
good
wasn't
clarification.
bad.
That's a good clarification.
So,
yeah.
and then the last one was from Mike Coder. He wanted us to give out a shout out to Coastal Carolina for beating BYU, which is his daughter's school.
Coastal Carolina's program had every year has been getting better and better. They're getting recognized nationally, whereas a couple of years ago you would have said Coastal Carolina, like, who's that?
Yeah.
Who's that?
Yeah.
Coastal Carolina is on the map.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've had some big wins.
Yeah, definitely.
Good program.
Yeah.
We are up to 13 shares.
Oh, fantastic. Why don't you
Yeah.
go over that whole routine, what we're doing?
We are giving a prize at the end of the podcast, which is coming up shortly. And
Take it out.
to be eligible for the Dogtown Common Bowl by Nina Goodett, please share the podcast and comment shared so I can write your name down. Right now we have 13 names, so that's awesome. The bowl is beautiful.
I'm going to take the bowl out
Okay.
so you can see it. Thank you, Jim. Nina packaged it really nicely. So Nina, at Dogtown, what is it called?
I don't know.
I have it
It's a
written down.
Dogtown Common
Dogtown
Bowl.
Common Babson Bowl.
Oh, Babson Bowl.
So
Okay.
is it one of the Babson Boulder sayings? Or?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
great.
So it says, keep this one.
That's appropriate for the conversation we've been having.
Keep that.
Focus.
If you win 10 million, you'll be
Yeah.
out of debt.
There you go. There it is.
Kind of in focus right there. This is handmade, and she fires these. Oh God, Marty Morgan. I think Marty Morgan fires these in her kiln. But her Nina Goodett's company is Anasquam.
Right here.
God almighty. Oh, thank you.
Right.
Anasquam River Pottery.
Yeah.
10 minutes. Sorry. I was trying
You
to
have something
jam.
to say?
No.
Wheel thrown, hand carved stoneware pottery, and there's a whole bunch. of
Does she have bowls with all the sayings from all the rocks?
Yeah, she does. And you can get them. If you could look it up on this computer. Say Dogtown Common or Babson Bowls, and you can get the link on how to get a hold of me. But we're gonna raffle this off for the people that share it. So if you share and you type in the comments "shared," you have a chance to win this. Thank you for that. She's been a great.
Have to
So-
rewrap it and put it back in the bag.
Yeah, Joe.
You gonna have a problem with that?
Look
Joe?
at it.
Or what do you think was more important, to show the product or show a bag of the product?
Jim, can you take a look at the mess he made?
Yeah. Let's put it. on
Don't move the camera. We have the camera framed perfectly. Don't
Joey,
move
I just want to give a big shout out to all the new viewers and listeners because you were discussing about a week ago, so the numbers are up on viewership.
Huge.
So for all the people that are now watching that haven't watched before and the loyal followers, thank you.
Yeah, the numbers for Good Morning Gloucester, the number, what was it, 20% or something like
Yeah.
that? way up.
Significant increase.
Significant, this particular year, 20% over last year. Huge.
So those are those people who are dependent upon you, and if you spent a year in prison because what would they do?
Well, it's not just me, because we have Mary Castro, right? And everybody has really stepped up their game.
Now he says it.
Yeah. Now we finally get recognized after 22 years.
Jimmy's got a lot of coffee. You got a lot to say today, Jim.
I'm just sipping.
The coffee, I think, is gone.
Hey, Chris, buckle up, Buttercup.
Joey,
I bought one of the bottles of prepackaged cocktail bottles at Tono the other night. Yeah. It's a
Me
gift.
too.
It's a gift, so I can't tell you I drank it, but it was
It's a gift I drank.
It's an
no,
empty bottle
I said
now.
I can't tell you I tasted it because it was a gift, so I can't speak to that. But it was a good 25 minutes of trying to figure out which one to buy, because I was buying for someone who I don't really know what they drink. So we were in there for ladies' night, and I went in. Other people were eating, but I just stopped by for a quick drink with another friend.
Which one did you get?
And so I got that this is what so they were trying to convince me to get the Manhattan, because I guess it's like second to none, but I don't. That's not my type of drink.
The pumpkin?
No, just the Manhattan.
That was the
I don't
old-fashioned.
know. So I ended up getting the Cosmo Martini because I thought it was more universal. I wanted to get the espresso martini, but I didn't know if they were even coffee drinks. It's for a neighbor.
McCarthy's wondering about the apple martini, the sour apple martini one.
I don't know, but really, you should
bought
get
two.
all of them and spread them out and taste them.
That's what we should do, is do a tasting.
Yeah.
Tono tasting.
A Tono tasting.
Yeah.
That's why you're an associate.
That's why I'm
producer.
That's why I'm a Mary Castaway.
So if Anthony or maybe if Joe's listening, I don't know.
We need to do that.
Yeah.
We need to go at the bar, have the camera on the other side of the bar, and film like a tasting of all the different ones that you can get to go.
I'm free.
I'm free. Let it rip, baby. Let it rip.
What a great gift idea.
Was Paulo? Is it Paulo the bartender's name?
Tremendous gift idea.
Paulo?
I don't know, but the guy, he used to be at the Azorian, I think.
I think it's Paulo. But in any case, he's a great bartender. I think he's making those. And I bought 2 bottles, the espresso martini and then the pumpkin, I think it was old fashioned.
Yeah.
Which I was drinking.
Were they gifts?
While I was there. Yeah, Charlene bought them. I'm getting the pumpkin. I can't just, because there might be other people.
Pumpkin old fashioned.
Pumpkin, it had some pumpkin puree in it.
Yeah.
I mean, it was very good.
On the topic of gifts, didn't you have a gripe about packages from Amazon showing up with
names?
With names.
I think that was Pat. Who's talking?
That was me.
That was me. It's kind of both of us. Yeah.
Connor's pissed off because I happen to be walking out the door as the Amazon guy's bringing up the box, and it's got the Soda Stream.
Oh,
and now I know what I'm getting for Christmas. He's like,
hey Nicole, thanks for coming.
Thank
See
you.
you,
I got
Nicole.
a Christmas tree to buy.
See you,
Maybe you
Nicole.
want to chime in and tell me where to go buy a tree right now.
See you tomorrow.
He was so upset because he wanted to surprise me with this gift, and now I know what it is.
Yeah, we had a similar experience with the box arriving with the contents labeled on the outside, arrive at the house and spoiled the surprise.
What did it say? Amazing.
No, it's a Furbo dog camera. It's the
shoots the
yes.
What shoots what? What does it shoot?
treats.
And you
So
can
if
talk
you're a
to
Tono, you can see your dog and you can press a button and it spits out.
Yeah.
It spits out a treat.
And you can talk to
You can talk to your pet.
Yeah.
That's brilliant.
Yeah.
You know
Oh my
what?
God.
They should have it so you can
don't
make.
tell anybody in my life that they're getting one.
So what you should
Thank
do.
you, Pat. I
so the
appreciate that. My dog's gonna love it.
So if you can talk to it, what you should do before you shoot it out is have a bag of treats and jingle it
Shake it.
so that they know to come. You know,
Yeah.
like whenever I open up the pantry or I go to
Yeah.
the refrigerator to get water for
Right.
myself, the cat shoots out because he expects to get.
Yeah.
She expects
Right.
to get
Right.
free.
Speaking of the cat, how did the cat adapt to your Christmas tree for the first year?
No issues so far.
No,
No
not yet.
climbing yet?
No climbing. I'm
Wow.
shocked.
That cat climbs everything.
I think what happens. I think my guess. This is my guess. My guess will be if we're gone for a long period, then the cat will go and fuck up the Christmas tree because that's what they seem to do. Is if like you're not
They're
around, and
misbehaving,
they
yeah.
misbehave when they
Right.
feel like
When
they're
they want
being
attention.
When they're bored.
Yeah.
just like
So
women,
they're acting out,
Boredom.
basically.
just like the women.
Well, I was
Whoa,
concerned.
Oh,
I did
oh,
I was-
oh, you slid that one in there.
I was concerned that Bo, we all know
Never
has.
expected that out of you, Joe.
Bo doesn't know when to go poop or pee at the appropriate time, so he loves trees.
Good
We
morning,
thought
Anna.
that when we got our Christmas tree, he would use that to lift his leg like he was outside, but he hasn't done so. Yeah.
Anna's joining us, so it's a good time to.
Perfect.
Yeah, very good segue.
Thank you, Anna. Thanks for joining us. We have your read right here. There's going Anna Eve. There's going to be a pop-up shop next weekend, not this weekend. Saturday and Sunday, the 12th and 13th, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. at Last Stop Variety, 273 East Main Street in Gloucester. The Last Stop Variety.
Awesome sandwiches.
I don't know if they're open, so I think that's why they're doing the pop-up.
Oh,
I'm not sure. I don't think. Are they open? Is Last Stop
I-
open?
I don't think so.
I don't think it is.
And that's why I think they're doing the pop-up there.
Yeah.
It's a good
Which is
spot.
brilliant.
Yeah.
it's a
Which
great
is brilliant. Holdfast Company, which is owned by Deanna Faye Anaya and Deb Berger, who make amazing all-natural soaps, spoon butter, which I have used to revive my mother's wooden spoons, environmentally friendly beeswax wraps, must-have gorgeous rope baskets and wreaths. Seriously, these make such great gifts. Are hosting it, and I will be there. This is Anna saying this. Anna Eves. And I will be are hosting it, and I will be there with Cape Ann Sea Salts Company salts and a new nautical flag product from our Cape Ann G Clay hometown graphics line. Ooh, this is breaking news. Along with word collages and nautical maps. These are everything that she just mentioned is a tremendous Christmas gift or Hanukkah gift.
Or whatever.
Or whatever gift. Right?
Kwanzaa.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sweetbread.
Hava Nagila, Hava
And I think
Nagila.
Melissa Cox is going to be there too, right?
What'd you say?
Our friend.
Wait, I'm not done with the read.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry.
There will
You
be
got
some
sidetracked.
affordable, great stocking stuffer earrings as well. And breaking news. We're breaking news.
Oh, wow.
Hannah Kimberly and I will, and Anna Eves will be introducing our brand new product called Speakeasy Potions, which are fruit, herbal, and spice infusion kits for infusing booze to make awesome cocktails at home. Bex will be there with her lobster trap ornaments and wreaths and trees, always a big hit and a must-have for every Cape Ann home during the holidays. And the very talented Melissa Cox will have her photos and cards for sale too. So something for everyone and all locally made on Cape Ann.
And when is
I
it?
got to stop you, Joey.
This upcoming weekend, Friday and
The
Saturday.
12th and 13th next
You
Saturday.
missed a very important line
Go ahead.
on this. And it says here, I can even bring along some Joey Sea prints. They're always a hit. You forgot yourself.
Jesus, I can even.
Actually, we crossed it off at his
And
time.
to use your terminology, I would be remiss
Remiss.
Yeah.
if I didn't mention this.
Thanks for looking out. Thank you for
That's
looking
why
out.
you're a merry castaway.
That's it.
Thank you for looking out.
That's why I handed you.
That's awesome. Thank you, Anna, for that. Thanks for thinking of me. Yeah, they're always so super.
It's Saturday and Sunday.
Sorry, Anna. Yeah.
Saturday,
and Sunday.
Sunday, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. at Last Stop Variety, 273 East Main Street in Gloucester, which is just a great idea.
That is
On the
great.
idea of Present. I don't know if Present did their pop up this year. I haven't
don't
heard it.
think
We would have
so.
heard about
Not
it.
yet. I mean.
Yeah.
Coming
really.
soon, the GMG Butter Up Buttercup T-shirt line.
I
Yeah.
love the idea.
There you
That's
go.
an idea, guys. It really is. Butter up Buttercup with a GMG.
Buckle
logo.
up, Buttercup.
Buckle up Buttercup.
Yeah.
Oh wow, we're gonna have
Or
to see it.
GMG line.
or merry castaways.
Merry Castaways. They'll take a year.
Ugly sweaters. We should have some ugly Christmas sweaters.
Merry
made up.
castaways with our pictures.
Yeah, and
Buckle up.
underneath, so say Merry Castaways.
Yeah.
The seagull,
Yeah.
and then buckle up Buttercup underneath.
And it's
I
got
like
a Santa
it.
belt on it.
I
I
was
like
kind
it.
of thinking the one piece that we do at the
At the
when we jump in the
The
water.
swim.
3 weeks away. 3 weeks away from
The
the
plunge?
Rocky Neck plunge.
Wow.
Why am I just hearing about this now?
Well, because
Yeah.
you weren't
Breaking news
because you
again?
weren't listening.
We
That's
got a couple people here.
okay. I'll go right down there. All right. Why don't you take this topic right here, Pat?
Oh, all right. Okay, so a little side activity is and we have a lot of listeners who really like the Hallmark movies. So what is the plot of your pandemic Hallmark movie? Similar to the Naughty Elf one, I think that was last week, right?
Yeah.
So I will go first while these guys are studying theirs. And it's the plot of the movie. So you go with your current shirt color. My shirt is red. So I'm an orphaned corporate lawyer because I had coffee for my last beverage. Finds herself stranded in her hometown during a pandemic lockdown after she came home to foreclose on a small country inn, because the last person I texted was my daughter Amy. So that's A. And against her better judgment, she falls in love with the last thing I ate was a sandwich. So a doomsday survivalist. Together, they learn the true meaning of Christmas.
Jimmy,
It
that's
doesn't
a
sound
great
like
story.
it's got potential, don't you think?
Yeah.
That's all.
I'm gonna buy the rights right now.
Yeah. What do you got, Chris?
$5.
We got the
Oh, you
cinematographer
can't read it.
lined
I'm
up.
sorry.
I'm
I'm sorry. I cannot read this. I'm not afraid to admit, but I cannot
It
participate
is a little bit.
because
It
it's
is
very
blurry,
blurry.
It's a little-
Yeah,
Wow.
it is. What have you got,
What is
There
Jim?
you go.
I have got, let's see,
Oh,
childless,
it's not just you. It is blurry.
It is blurry, yeah.
childless corporate lawyer. So I'm going to jail anyway. right?
Yeah.
Let's see. First letter, last person who texted with my wife, foreclosed on a small country inn, and first letter of the last thing you ate, which would be candy. So I'm Santa Claus.
Okay. So she falls in love with Santa Claus, and together they learn the true meaning of Christmas.
With $10 million.
With
Yes.
$10 million.
That's right.
Oh, my turn. Okay. Well, I'm wearing a Patriot shirt. It's got some stripes on it, so I'm going to go with stripes.
Okay.
A messy-haired corporate lawyer.
Okay. We got a lot of corporate lawyers this morning.
Messy-haired corporate lawyer. And what do they have?
Finds herself stranded in her hometown during the pandemic lockdown after she came home to
Recover from open heart surgery.
Oh, nice. Against her better
Beautiful.
judgment, she falls in love with
Let's see. The first letter of the last thing you ate.
Oh, yes.
Let's see. It was a pretzel. The son of a sailor man.
And together,
Very appropriate.
they learn the true meaning of Christmas.
And there it is, right there.
There it
Yeah.
is.
Holy
Scotty's
cow.
Max
Yeah.
life.
Can you?
I think I can do
Okay,
this.
all right,
Okay. I am a sleep deprived. I'm a sleep deprived party planner.
Nice.
Sleep deprived party planner.
Potty, not a
Not-
potty, not a
Party
potty.
planner.
Finds herself stranded in her hometown during the pandemic lockdown after she came home to.
Celebrate her two friends finally opening an inn.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
probably the one I'm foreclosing on.
Against you, well, there you go. Against her better judgment, she falls in love with Pilot Pete from season 24 of The Bachelor.
That's
Together, they learn the true meaning of Christmas.
That's a good one.
That
What do you
is
got,
funny.
GMG Jim?
That's a good one.
Well, let me see. I am a tomboy corporate lawyer, finds herself stranded in her hometown during a pandemic lockdown after she came home to, let me see, take care of her ailing mother with dementia via music
Oh,
and
that's
naked art
appropriate.
therapy.
Oh,
Yeah.
not as appropriate as I thought at first.
After her better judgment, she
Against-
falls in love. Against her better judgment, she falls in love with Santa Claus. Together, they find the true meaning of Christmas.
Oh,
I don't think it's a number one seller.
No.
No.
Probably get cut off.
Yeah,
You know.
yeah,
You can make number 10.
I don't know.
yeah.
No, Pat's was pretty good, and Scotty, yours was really good.
Oh, here's one. I thought, as long as we're waiting for our fearless leader to come back, are you handling Christmas cards or shopping differently this year? Is it different for you than in the past? Some of you maybe aren't the primary card people and shoppers in your homes.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
why my wife
Perhaps.
handles all that stuff. But
Is
I've been doing everything online.
Do you know
Start
if
shopping.
she's doing it differently?
No, we usually don't send anything out. If we get dropped off of someone's list, we
Right.
drop them
Mm-hmm.
immediately.
Oh, see that? Now that's a good podcast topic too.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
Do you drop if you don't get a Christmas card from
Yeah.
somebody that's on your list to receive a Christmas card? Is that the appropriate thing to do?
See, I'm going the opposite way because I was cutting back on Christmas cards. I've each year been sending fewer and fewer out just because I'm trying to like cut it back. It just
Well, they're
Because it's
$5 each too. You know.
and but this year
Jim,
I
they're
think I'm gonna
$5
ramp
each.
it up and send them out because we haven't seen people.
You spin that $10 million
Yeah, but
wheel.
$10 million doesn't
The
come
10
from
million.
that.
Right.
Yeah.
But one thing we did notice is what is it, December 7th? And my wife hangs each card up as we receive it, whether it's a picture or a card.
Yeah,
We have
do.
3 cards
Yeah.
hanging.
Yeah,
Usually at this time, like our wall is half full
Yeah.
and there's only
Yeah.
3.
Yeah, we
which
put ours in a basket, and exactly. They're
Yeah.
Right.
I'm like, maybe people
have a
don't
separate-
and
like
one's
us.
from the guy who delivers the newspaper.
You're right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think everyone's subdued this year. You know, so you gotta consider.
Yeah, but
No, I know,
But to answer
yeah.
your question, so we make the cards. So I do.
Yeah, we make
I do
the
a
cards,
photograph.
too.
We make a
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
But we have been pruning the list.
Yeah,
I
I got caught a little short because I wasn't planning to do them, but then
Yeah.
the more I thought about it, I had to order them late because I decided late.
So Nicole Schraft, she had to leave, and this would have been nice to ask
Right.
her about. She had her kids yesterday.
Yes, that
I
was
happened
so
to be
great.
Awesome.
at a friend's house, and the dogs had started to bark. I think I see kids out there. And look outside, and it's Nicole's kids. They were doing basically ding dong ditch with Christmas cards. They were going to everyone's house and hoping
Yeah.
to just leave the card like an elf, ring the bell, and get out of there and go to the next house.
Yeah, not only was it a card, it was a beautiful ornament that they
Oh,
had
was it?
handmade.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
a double one. I feel terrible that we didn't mention it while she was here.
I know.
It was really sweet.
It really was.
Yeah.
She's so thoughtful.
Yeah.
She really is. So we're at an hour and a half.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
Did you have any comments or anything like that?
Well, Wayne the Postman regarding the pandemic Hallmark movie commented, "Why is it always about a her?" Which is true.
Yeah.
That's a fair question.
Because it's Hallmark.
And Paula Ryan O'Brien commented, "Value added, Scotty." I'm
With-
not sure
with the
that,
shirt, with the
oh, yeah, with
That
the
came-
shirt. The
she-
Patriot
The
shirt,
Patriots
I think.
shirt.
Paula likes your idea about the
Oh, the buckle
GMG
up.
Buckle Up
Buckle up,
Buttercup.
buttercup. There it is.
There we go.
Hashtag buckle up
Tremendous.
buttercup.
Right.
Yeah.
So we're up to 17 shares.
Wow.
Kind of.
All right.
Kind of.
1 to
Shake
17.
the phone.
And this is for. I'll give you 20 seconds to share it right now, and you can be added.
Mm-hmm.
This is Keep Out of Debt from a dog from Annisquam River Pottery, Nina Goodick.
And she'd really like it wrapped back up pretty.
It's not going to be that hard to do. I mean, I really don't think it's that hard to wrap that up.
Let's see.
I'm going to do it on
we all-
camera.
Okay.
I'm going to wrap it up on camera. Show you how difficult this was to wrap up. Oh, how is the process? Oh, such a horror. We can't wrap this up. Oh, we can't take it out. We can't take it out.
Always
We
wrap
can't
it up.
take it out of the package. It'll be too difficult.
No,
Always
but
wrap
time
it up.
out. Time out. The tissue is coming out nice. And now it just looks like a brown paper bag.
It's like a man packed it.
Are we still at 1/7?
We are still at 17.
It's a man packed
Yeah,
gift.
they've had the
Added
extra
value.
time, which is great.
All right.
17's a good number to go with.
Joy's gonna shake it under the desk again.
Here we go.
He likes to shake it.
All right, this is- okay.
Don't shake it more than 3 times.
This does not count.
You gotta come up with
Okay.
some shaking
The
theme
next
music.
one we do is going to count. And we at 17. All right. Ooh, I like that. Jimmy. I like that. This is there's only one prize, so whoever
Right,
it is,
right.
you have to pick it up. You have to pick it up within 7 days.
Or I get it.
95 each ministry, or it goes back into the prize.
It goes into the lost and found.
Number 4, Paula Ryan O'Brien.
Ah.
I think she's she's on board today.
She you can take it for
It may or may not make its way to New York. I don't know.
Yes.
We'll see.
Very good.
Give it to Jimmy for a Christmas gift.
Give it to Jimmy. All right, Jimmy, this is your time.
Really? Even though we're
gonna do it anyway.
Oh,
yeah.
we're gonna do it anyway.
We're gonna do it
Yeah.
anyway.
Yeah.
Sign off.
People have to be reminded.
And you know what you're gonna do at the very end.
Yep.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, absolutely no piping plovers were injured in the making of today's podcast. Thank you.
Well done.
Live from Gloucester, Massachusetts. Podcasting around the world. You're listening to the GloucesterCast podcast, a production of Joey Shimataro and Good Morning Gloucester.
Just clean.
That was on you.